Hi, I haven't done a video in quite a while. My eldest daughter's moaning that I should do so. So today I was going to recreate this, which is called the Sharm effect. This one is like roses. Okay, so we're going to be using today mostly gelish products. I'm going to be using Want of Princess, which is a lovely pink. And then a white base, Arctic Freeze. I've already done one layer because we need the second, so that has been cured, so that's just slightly tacky. I'm going to go in with the second coat now, and you don't want this too thick, because the Want of Princess that we're going to use is going to go into the wet gel, so we need it to be opaque but not too thick, else you won't get the right effect. So just make sure we covered everywhere. Okay, I'm just going to put that to one side because we need to do a bit of a mix to allow the gel to run properly. So just decant a little bit of the colour that you're using into a tray, and then we're just going to add just the regular gelish, top it off, just a little blob into that, and then we're going to give that a little bit of a mix just with a dotting tool. Whoops. And it will just change the consistency of it slightly. It allows it to run easier for the pattern then. So brushes, you just want a fine brush. I've got this one by Gelish, which is quite a small brush, and there's this one by Magpie. It all depends how thin a brush you prefer to use. So I'm going to use the Magpie one for this one, which I've already just dipped into the white by accident. Just going to touch that up slightly. Okay, there we go. And then we're just going to pick up little bits and just start to swirl them straight into the white, which is still wet. And there's no right or wrong way to do this. You kind of just make it up as you go along. So just keep going round, and then if we start another one lower down, don't worry too much about being precise, because as I said, there's no right or wrong way to do this, and because it will spread, it will change anyway from however you start it. It won't look exactly like that. It will start to change, and any bits, just allow it to spread before you fill anything in, because you might think you've got a bit of a gap, and then as it spreads, that will just disappear. So just keep going. You can see the first one's already spreading. Have to give it a little bit of time to spread fully. And make sure you're not loading your brush up too much, just a small piece on the end. And I'm doing roses here, but it doesn't have to be. You can do loads of effects you can do with this, like a snake skin effect. It's pretty cool. But just keep going. Add on to existing ones if you need to. You can see they're starting to spread. And then you can leave them as they are and add little leaves into it. entirely up to you, but I like to just, in the gaps, just pop in little lines. Just literally fill the gaps, go in the same directions as the existing flowers, but so as you can see, there's no exact pattern to this. It is just make it up as you go along. So I'll just leave that to settle a little bit. I feel like I've got a bit of a gap here. Just going to pop a little bit more in there, maybe a bit there. Okay, so as you can see, it's all spreading out now. Go in as much as you want. You've got quite a lot of play time with this, so just keep adding until you're happy, and then just pop it into your lamp. You can obviously also do, if you use a bigger brush, you can do bigger flowers. Smaller brush, which I don't think you'll really get much smaller than the Magpie Detailer, but smaller flowers. Let's pop that out of the way. Depending on what gel you use, it's only a 30-second cure with this, but be careful that if you do put it on too thick, you might get bubbling, might not cure completely through. So when you put your base layer on, before you add your flowers, just make sure it's not too thick. It needs to be thick enough for the gel to move around in, but also thin enough to cure. So just be careful when doing that. Just going to grab my top coat now, and then just cover the whole thing. There we go. 20-second cure. And it really is as simple as that. I mean, there's lots of different hand-drawn roses and effects that you can do, but I just think this one is so quick, and it doesn't really, you don't have to be perfect with it. You can literally just pop it on and see how it turns out. So almost done. Just give it a wipe over, and there we go. So as you can see, they've all just spread. I've done them slightly bigger, I think, than the pink, but they're just really pretty and so simple. Hope that helps anyone that's had a go at them and not been successful, but it is really quite simple. Okay, thanks for watching.